Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jayne Summers, and I will be presenting with Martín Del Rio, and we are presenting our applied project for the Tiger Bites nutrition program.
Here's an overview of our applied project. Background: sports nutrition is important for student athletes to improve performance and dietary behaviors. The objective is to find areas of improvement to shape Tiger Bites nutrition program services by conducting a survey study, which is going to be a descriptive research. Our method is to conduct a student athletics-wide survey to assess nutritional knowledge, access, and behavior. And our expected conclusion is that the information provided will help to enhance curriculum of the Tiger Bites nutrition program services. Nutrition plays an important role in collegiate student athletes' performance. By providing sports nutrition education, one can increase athletic performance, recover from workouts, and help lead a healthy lifestyle. Multiple studies have demonstrated a need for nutrition education on college campuses, resulting in student athletes obtaining information from coaches, athletic trainers, and the internet. Technology has advanced, and student athletes are bombarded on a daily basis by food advertisements. Over the years, fast food restaurants have increased portion sizes of foods and drinks. Factors such as lack of nutrition education, cooking skills, busy school training schedules, and the proximity of schools to fast food restaurants are contributing to collegiate student athletes' energy-dense food choices. When these students transition from living at home to living on campus on their own, they have less time and limited space to prepare their meals. In addition to this, a concern regarding lack of nutrition knowledge can affect their confidence to determine healthier food choices. Understanding what collegiate student athletes' needs are is important to provide better nutritional awareness through the Tiger Bites nutrition program.
So, Tiger Bites nutrition program. The mission of Tiger Bites is to improve nutrition awareness for student athletes at the University of Memphis for both overall performance and wellness purposes, through aligning Tiger athletics and the discipline of specific expertise within the College of Health Sciences. The services provided by Tiger Bites are nutrition counseling, grocery store tours, dining on campus tours, team presentation, cooking class series, and now fueling stations. Despite the availability of healthy eating information, it is important to determine if services mentioned above are having an impact on their dietary behaviors. The purpose of the study is to assess the University of Memphis Division I student athletes' dietary behavior to customize our nutrition program services to help those valued at the University of Memphis. The overall goal is to improve Tiger Bites services and enhance the curriculum.
Here's some review. Ellis and others conducted an interview that included 4 self-cognitive theory-based cooking workshops to a total of 22 student athletes at the University of Idaho. Their purpose was to teach Division I student athletes to cook and increase their self-efficiency for making healthier food choices and preparing food. The workshops emphasized a performance play created by sports dietitian and included recipe demonstrations as well as hands-on food preparation activities that were incorporated into a life skill college course. Athletes were required to fill out a pre- and post-intervention questionnaire. The study suggests that self-cognitive theory-based cooking workshops had a strong effect on athletes' self-efficiency for making healthier food choices and preparing food in less time, compared with previous successful programs. One of the limitations of this study was that it did not measure dietary intake nor test for improvement in performance. Here's an illustration of the performance plays that were used, the hard training day, light training, and off days. And here are the breakdown of the 4 workshops that included performance play breakfast, performance play lunch, performance play dinner, and a healthy snack.
A study conducted by Valiant and others determined the effectiveness of nutrition education by a registered dietitian in improving dietary intake among 11 NCAA Division I women's volleyball athletes. 11 participants between the ages of 19 and 22 were recruited from NCAA Division I women's volleyball team. The study demonstrated by using cooking workshops and nutrition education. The study took place over a period of 2 off-seasons. During the first off-season, baseline measures of dietary intake were assessed using a 3-day food record that were obtained at the beginning and the end of the off-season. 3-day food recalls were obtained 1 month for a total of 4 months. 4 during the off-season, participants received a total of 4 individualized dietary education consultations with the intent to increase their individual knowledge of the type and amounts of food specific to their dietary needs and the activity level. Participants also were required to complete a sports nutrition knowledge survey at the beginning and the end of the intervention season. Researchers stated that nutrition education improved dietary intake and nutritional knowledge among the female athletes, but failed to help the athletes meet their nutrition requirements. The study suggests that more education was needed to tailor meeting their energy requirements to the athlete's activity level, as well as ensuring athletes consumed adequate carbohydrates. Here's a diagram of the beginning and end intakes of their energy and macronutrients. As you can see at the beginning, they were still consuming lower calories, lower carbs, lower protein, and lower fat, and through their intervention, there was an increase of their overall energy intake, carbohydrate intake, and protein intake, and fat intake, but they still weren't meeting their needs. But you can see at the top, they were still expending the same amount of energy. So they overall had a good improvement, but like I said, they still weren't meeting their needs.
Rossi and others demonstrated the effects of sports nutrition intervention education, the sports nutrition education intervention in NCAA Division I baseball players. The study consisted of a total of 30 players, 15 players for SNEI, and 15 additional players served as controls for body composition and performance. The intervention lasted 12 weeks during off-season training. The SNEI group received a 90-minute intervention encompassing energy intake, carbohydrates, protein, fat, food sources, and hydration. The intervention took place in a relaxed atmosphere using a slideshow presentation and guided discussion, and it focused on the importance of nutrition for baseball performance. To reinforce nutrition education, additional nutritional sessions were conducted every 3 weeks during the study, with 5 players at a time for 45 minutes at the university dining hall. Sports nutrition knowledge questionnaires were administered pre and post intervention. The athletes' nutritional statuses were determined by a 3-day dietary log administered to the intervention groups pre and post nutrition education. Body composition and performance tests included 5, 10, 5 shuttle, vertical jump, broad jump, and 1 RM squat. These exercises were measured pre and post intervention for both the intervention and control groups. The authors concluded that sports nutrition intervention improved nutritional status and body composition to a certain degree. Fat mass decreased from pre to post education in the intervention group, but not in the control group. The fat-free mass increased pre to post education intervention with no differences between groups. The 5-10-5 shuttle times decreased significantly more in the intervention group compared to the control group. Jump and squat performance increased from pre to post intervention with no differences between groups. And here's an illustration of the results. Table 3 is the nutritional knowledge and dietary intakes for the nutrition intervention group. And the data are represented by means plus the standard deviation. And the table 4 illustrates body composition changes for nutrition intervention and control. And data is also represented as means plus standard deviation, plus or minus standard deviation.
In contrast to the nutrition education, another research study by Larson and others concluded that young adults, 18 to 23 years old, who often purchased their own food and prepared their meals at home, had improved diet quality. More home food preparation was also associated with fewer fast food meals. They stated that food preparation behaviors were low among the majority of the young adults, and their nutrition intake might have been improved by participation in university and community-based courses that teach skills for healthier food preparation. Authors also stated that in order to improve dietary intake, interventions among young adults should consist of teaching cooking skills for preparing quick and healthy meals.
The methods of applied project. Subjects. A total of approximately 450 NCAA Division I student athletes from the University of Memphis. A survey was created via Qualtrics, and we can take a look at our Tiger Bites Nutrition survey that has been created. Here's an overview of the survey that we had created. We first asked the students if they know about Tiger Bites Nutrition Program, because a lot of students, we assume that they don't know that the University of Memphis has a Tiger Bites Nutrition Program. We first asked our students if they adhere to a specific diet or if they follow any specific dietary practices. We have options for sex. Also, we ask what year they are, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, even graduate students, and what type of sport they play, whether it's baseball, basketball, cross country, football, rifle, tennis, track and field. The section number 2 of our survey is the nutritional knowledge. And we asked them if they were on campus and in the middle of the competitive season. And so we asked them to indicate the extent to which they agree or disagree with each statement. For example, number 1, if they think the nutrition is important to their health. Number 5, if they know how to make nutrition choices when they eat out at a restaurant. And number 9, if they know proper food safety and sanitation methods. We also ask where they get the nutritional information, whether it's from blogs, magazines, coaches, athletic trainers, social media, podcasts, their parent or guardian, dietitian, nutritionist, or another. Section 3 is based on nutrition access. Same format. They need to indicate if they agree or disagree with the different statements. For example, if they are solely responsible for the grocery shopping, if they think eating healthy is too expensive, and if cooking is too time consuming. Also, we wanted to know what they have access to in the kitchen. So we asked if they have access to oven, stovetop, microwave, blender, air fryer, Instapot, measuring cups, or if they don't have access to a kitchen at all. Section 4 is focused on nutrition behavior, same format as well, to indicate if they agree or disagree. For example, number 1, if they eat at least 3 meals in a day. Number 5, if their intake of food varies based on their mood. Or number 9, if they use meal replacement products such as drinks, Herbalife, protein bars. And if number 12, for example, if they eat within an hour after exercise. There's also another set of questions here. And how many times, this is about frequency, how many times in a usual week they eat at home, they take out or fast food, if they miss or skip meals, if they cook or help to cook a meal, and if they go grocery shopping. And some additional questions, because we figure that a lot of students are enrolled in the Tiger Eats plan, so we have different options. So we ask if they belong to one of the meal plans, or if they're enrolled in one of the meal plans. Here we also ask which of the following will be most beneficial to improve their eating habits. If it's one-on-one nutrition consultation, cooking skills course, cooking demonstration, social media, fuel station, cooking recipe book, team nutrition presentations, and grocery store and on-campus dining tours. And lastly, we ask if there are any additional services that Tiger Bites could provide or topics that would like to see Tiger Bite addresses. Now, the distribution of the surveys, we sent the survey to athletic director, and the third director was in charge of sending the survey to the coaches, and coaches in charge of sending the survey to their athletes. The data, as you guys saw in the survey, they're all nutrition related questions, and those results will be measured using statistic methods. The proposed statistic methods are yet to be determined.
For our expected results, the analysis of the data would reveal mean percentages from the student athletes' dietary behavior, food access, and nutrition knowledge. We anticipate the results will provide data to help us design future curriculum to efficiently promote nutritional awareness and improve nutrition practices for our student athletes. So our expected conclusion: implementing nutrition interventions that consist of hands-on cooking, nutrition education, and counseling could be beneficial in improving student athletes' cooking skills, self-efficiency for making healthy food choices, and dietary intake behaviors. It's not clear if we're tailoring our services to satisfy our student athletes best. With this in mind, instead of focusing on sports nutrition education intervention, our proposal is to instead focus on building a fundamental understanding of food as fuel within our student athlete population. Different from the effectiveness of nutrition education intervention and hands-on cooking series, our goal is to improve nutritional awareness and dietary behavior through building rapport and understanding to enhance our Tiger Bites curriculum.
So this current project will attempt to demonstrate if the Tiger Bites nutrition program curriculum can be improved to effectively impact student athletes' dietary behavior with the current services that are being offered.
Here are references, and we would love to hear your questions, and we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.